Good. All right, so this fight came together pretty quick. I think it was a little surprising matchup.
Yeah, no. Oh, ooh.
No, yeah, you're good. How did you feel when they approached you with that matchup? Because it's obviously a legend of the sport, old guy against the young buck.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Vagner needs like any introduction. Like he's been in the top 10 rankings for like the past like 15 years. He competed in the UFC, had a bunch of pro fights in MMA. Like he's been in the game, cutting weight, being a competitor, going out there, controlling his emotions, getting the game done for like 20 plus years. So, I mean, he just has so much experience. Like I'm so excited to go against someone that has that experience. Like before, I'd go against a lot of people that had a lot of experience in like tournament platforms. So it's like we never knew we were preparing for one individual person. But Wagner's been preparing for me, and I've been preparing for him. So I think his experience is going to play like a big role, which excites me, like someone that's really going to challenge me, someone that's really going to like, take me to deep waters, and they know how to do that. So yeah, I'm expecting a freaking war.
Yeah. Is there any part of the mental game that you might struggle with, like when you're in there against him, you're face to face with a legend, where you might have to like take your foot off the gas? Obviously, you're not going to do that, but have you thought about what those emotions will be like when you're getting ready to face off against him?
For sure. I think the best thing you can do as an athlete and as a competitor is weigh out every possible scenario. Like, because if you don't and you go out there and then that scenario happens that you didn't think was going to happen, you freak out, you gas quicker, you panic. And so, I mean, I've weighed out every scenario that Wagner could beat me. And I love my chances. Like, I'm very excited to get out there. And he doesn't intimidate me at all. He excites me because I know how good he is. And I know he's so good at, like, the mental battle. I know he's so good at, like, controlling the pace and taking away, basically the victory through controlling the pace. And then he starts to win. And then he either finds the submission or he just dominates after that. So that excites me. Someone that is going to be hard to sub first round, someone that is not going to crack under pressure when I'm like coming hard after them. I think it's a great test for me, and I think I'm really excited. Like it's going to be a fire match for every single person watching. Like if I was a competitor and I heard Andrew Tackett versus Vagner, like I would be like, oh dang, that's going to be stylistically like a good match. Like someone that is looking to control and shut down versus someone that's just trying to scrap. Like it's such a good contrast. Now it would be different if like I liked to like control and settle as well, because then it could be a very boring match. But it's extremely hard to fight at your pace when you go against me. So it's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
For sure. We talk to Claudia all the time, and she speaks very highly of all of the athletes, but specifically about you and Mikey. And she talks about how they might be struggling a little bit to find you guys matchups. Do you think that this was the case where a guy who maybe it wasn't expected to face you because they're struggling to find you exciting matches?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely were having a hard time finding me matchups. I think a lot of it was like not people just blatantly turning me down, just like circumstances for people. Like a lot of people were wanting to go into like a gi competition season. So they're like, okay, I haven't been trained no gi. Like that's not too smart to go out there against Andrew, someone that's really good. Like everyone wants to show up 100% against me. And I totally get that. Like I'm a scary dude. Like in this platform, like I'm destroying people. Like I'd come in nervous against me too. Like I wouldn't want to fight me unless I was 100% as well. So I completely understand where a lot of people are coming from, basically like dodging me. But I don't think it's purely because people don't want to fight me. Like I think people would love to. I think it's just like people want the circumstances to be perfect for them. They want to show up like 100%, but in my past and in my life and in my career, I've taken a lot of matches and I've shown up to a lot of matches where I was injured the whole camp or I didn't have a great camp. Like as a competitor and an athlete, sometimes you just got to accept the greatest opportunity and go for it. So yeah, it is a little frustrating, definitely, like all the people turning me down and not wanting to go against me. They're like, oh, maybe like in a couple of months later this year, next year. I'm like, well, you might not have the same opportunity later this year to fight me, so it's like accept it now. But yeah, we'll see. Like we're gonna get some fire matches. Like Wagner said yes, and when I heard him say yes, like I wasn't even thinking about Wagner because I knew he had to cut like 30 pounds, and he's in a total like so much bigger than me. And then he was like, I'm down to cut the weight. I'm down to face off with you. Like, I think I can beat you. I think I can put on a good show. I was like, heck yeah. I was like, if I would have thought about Vagner, I would have said yes a long time ago.
For sure.
But yeah, we're going to get some great fights going. Because like I've texted a lot of people, or I've just like talked to a lot of people, and everyone's down. They just, like I said, I'm a scary dude. They want to make sure everything's like set up for them, you know?
Yeah. One of the great things about UFC BJJ that a lot of the athletes talk about is it's giving jiu-jitsu players a platform to make a career out of it.
Yeah.
To where some of these athletes got into MMA because that was the only way they could make money.
Yeah.
And now we talk about Mikey. He's in UFC BJJ. They're finding it hard to find him opponents. He's trying to challenge himself now in the MMA world. Is that something you've considered?
I don't really want to go into MMA. I love MMA and I love the world. You know, that's why I decided to go UFC BJJ, because I love UFC and I love like the vibes and just like the sport of UFC. I've done striking, you know, like I've been around the environment, like done it on and off like my whole life, but definitely not a striking specialist. I think I have what it takes to like, if I locked in like right now or something, like I could definitely be very good at in a UFC fighter aspect. But I love jiu-jitsu, man. I mean, the sport has given me everything. Like since 6 years old, literally, it's given me everything. Like it's given me so many opportunities. It's given me so much like just like peace in my life. It's giving me just like direction. So I just want to give back to the sport. So the longer that I'm competing in jiu-jitsu, putting on good performances in jiu-jitsu, the more it's going to help jiu-jitsu. Like I don't really feel that it necessary like moving on to MMA and leaving jiu-jitsu behind. Like I just want to keep giving back. Like this is my first love, you know, like I got to stick with her.
Yeah, and then last one for me, talk about scary dudes, Merab,
Yeah.
a guy that you do some training with. My take is that he's also the funniest dude in the UFC.
Yeah.
You've got a chance to train with him. You speak about your love for the UFC. What was it like training with him and continuing to train with him at the PI? And do you have a funny Merab story you can share with us?
I got a couple of funny Merab stories. I never see that man drink water, man. Like the dude is like literally a machine. Like I don't understand it. Like he's built different, bro. Like he literally is. Like I've seen a lot of Olympians. Like I've seen some college, some like high level people, and they don't train like Merab trains, bro. Like the dude shows up, no water, scraps as hard as he can, no water, goes home. And I'm like, when does this man drink water? Like he says he goes like I like confronted him. I was like, hey Merab, like, do you ever drink water, man? And he's like, I drink water when I'm home. I'm like, you don't drink water during training? He's like, I don't need to. And I was like, bro, I'm dying while I'm training if I don't have water. Like, I don't know. The dude works different. Like he just has like a different mindset. Like he's very cool to be around him. Like we've done a lot of sparring together and a lot of training together and stuff. And he made me throw up the other day while training. You know, just like pushed me and I ended up throwing up. So I love it because he's smaller. He's like a smaller dude. So I mean, if he was my size, I'd be screwed. But I love training with him since he's smaller. So I don't have to worry about, you know, like him hurting me or him like throwing his body weight on me. So we can just like scrap. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Like I've met a lot of cool people in the UFC so far that I never thought I would meet or like get to know. And like through this opportunity, I've met a lot of like idols. Really cool.
You mentioned guys training with Merab. Did you ever catch that footage of Zuckerberg training with Merab?
Yeah.
And what did you think of that? A lot of people thought Merab was taking it too easy, and
totally
you know, obviously he was. But
yeah.
What would you say about Zuckerberg's level with what you saw with that?
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. Like Zuckerberg looks pretty good. Like I mean, I've seen like the reels and like the videos of him like training for like probably like the last 5 years. Like there's been like random videos popping up on him, and he's consistently looking better. Like when he was training Merab, he was moving well. His gas tank looked well. He looked like he knew where danger was. Like I was like, oh dang, okay. I was like, all right, Zuckerberg, let's go, man. Like,
Perhaps Claudio can get that one arranged for you in the future.
But that would be sick to train with Zuckerberg. I would try to beat him up, man. Like, even though he's a powerful dude and he's got a lot of stuff, I would be like, you okay if scrapping? I'm like, I'm down to scrap, man.
You know, it's hard for people to not look at the age difference between you and Vagner, but I think there's something unique in the terms of BJJ versus an MMA match. People wouldn't want to see a 22-year-old
Yes.
fight a almost 44-year-old man.
Yeah.
But can you talk to the people that maybe look at the age difference and explain how this is different than an MMA fight and that age is not the same difference?
Yeah, I'll kind of just put it like this. You know, you get older, and once you start to get older, like you can get knocked out easier. You know, like the years of like weather, of getting punched, you know, weight cuts, like you do just gain a weaker chin. Like it's a known fact. But towards grappling, you don't get, you know, we don't have a weak chin in grappling. You know, like there's no knockout. Like if anything, the older you get, the more experienced you get, the more strong you get, the more like technique you get. Like if anything, Wagner's definitely tougher now than he was probably 15, 20 years ago. Put him in an MMA fight, probably not as tough because like the ability to like that one punch knockout. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Like I'm not looking at Wagner's age at all as like a disadvantage for him. I'm looking at it as an advantage for him. So yeah, I'm very excited for it.
And last with that, I think it was 13 years ago, roughly, when he fought his last MMA fight. So you were like 9 years old. I'm sure you were training jiu-jitsu at the time, but what were you doing at 9 years old while this guy was fighting? What were you caught up in your life?
Shoot, man, I was a 9-year-old homeschooled boy living in like the country in Texas, like running into the woods, barefoot, you know, like slapping bulls on the butt, like just like getting into shenanigans. And of course I was training like almost every day when I was 9 because I always knew I wanted to do jiu-jitsu. Like I think I've had like 2 other career paths, like ideas. Like I wanted to be like an anesthesiologist for a little bit. Then I realized there was a lot of college, and then I wanted to be like a body man. Like my dad's straight, like work on cars. And then I realized you have to deal with like a lot of sketchy people, and it's a lot of hard work. And I was like, we're just gonna do jiu-jitsu. Like I knew that at a young age, so I was always training and stuff. But yeah, while freaking Wagner was getting better and freaking working hard, I was like freaking eating goldfish and like playing in the woods, you know. Like it's a pretty cool perspective to put it in that way. But it's not gonna matter, man. I'm gonna destroy Wagner. You know, I'm very excited for this match. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be too much for him. You know, I think my pace and just my ability to like be creative in the match. Like if plan A doesn't work out, my plan B and plan C are just as good. Like I'm very creative. So I think that's just gonna be too much for him. And if it's not too much for him and it turns out to be a war, like amazing. I've trained really hard. I've gone to bed every night expecting a war. Like I'm prepared for that war.
And I mean, if you're slapping bulls at 9 years old, you can't be afraid of anything.
Yeah.
There's got to be a crazy story behind
or
that.
Like I don't know if y'all ever did this, but like rams, like when you you bully like one of their like the sheep, and then the ram gets all mad. Like scrapping with rams is so fun because like they'll run at you, and you either can like jump over them or you can just freaking like low key scrap with them. Like rams are probably like some of the most like fun like kid memories I have for sure.
It's awesome. I feel like we need to rechange the hierarchy. Everybody always says
Yeah.
bears, wrestling bears. You're saying rams is where it's at.
Well, rams aren't like they can hurt you for sure. Like they can blow your knee out if they hit you right, you know, for sure. But I don't know. Like I don't know if I want to wrestle a bear. Like that's crazy. Like if the bear's trained and stuff, but like I can wrestle an untrained ram that's trying to like hurt me, and I'm fine. You know, if I'm going with a bear and he wants to decide to hurt me, like you're not fine. You're gonna get hurt. Yeah, we need to bring back wrestling rams for sure. Like that's some white boy stuff right there, you know.
Well, Bryce Mitchell wrestles his full-grown bull calf.
That's crazy. Yeah, bulls are another animal too, because bulls don't care. They'll just hurt you. They'll just like hurt you and stomp on you and walk off. Like they don't even care. Like bulls have such a little brain, bro. They just freaking. Yeah, I didn't really ever mess around with bulls. Like we had a couple of bulls, but I was always like, I would look at that thing and I would be like, yeah, that's not smart. Like I like slapped a couple of bulls on the butt and would like run out of the slap them and then like run and like get on the other side of the fence. Like I did that a couple times, but that was like dares. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go mess around with the bull. Like the ram was fun. The ram was like, oh, I'm gonna go mess with the ram. The bulls were always a dare, you know.
That's funny.
Yeah, Bryce Mitchell's crazy for that. We're just gonna see one day like, oh, Bryce Mitchell needs a hip replacement. You know, how did that happen? Oh, I wonder why. You know, yeah, I don't mess around with bulls. Definitely not.
Hey, Andrew. First of all, speaking about wrestling bears, you always can come to Dagestan 2-3 years and wrestle them.
Oh man, if I got that opportunity, I would. Like if it was a bear that I knew was decently trained and I went to Dagestan or someplace that had like a trained bear, like I would 100% wrestle. I think that would be sick.
Yeah, because Habib did it.
Yeah, I'm down too. I'm down too.
Yeah, and speaking about your next opponent, potential next opponent, Arman Tsarukyan is not that busy in the UFC right now, but he's like super busy in grappling,
Yeah.
UFC, BJJ. Don't you want to call him up?
Oh, bro, I mean, Arman, like, he's the type of dude that I don't really want beef with him, like, on the internet, because he's, like, definitely down to, like, go at you. So it's like, I'm not too big on, like, calling people out and starting beef, just because I really like peace in my life. Like, I like waking up and knowing that, like, hundreds of people aren't, like, mad at me on the internet or something crazy. But, man, right now, like, I would love to have a match with Arman. Like, the dude's really good. The dude's a phenomenal wrestler. Like, he has grappling experience. Like, his worth ethic is 0 to none. Like, I legitimately think, like, it would be a very tough match to go against Arman. Like, I think I could totally leg lock him or something like that, like, pretty easily. But I wouldn't be trying to do that against him. Like, I would be trying to beat him where he's best. Like, take him down, choke him, take his back, like, do stuff like that. But Arman's a dog, bro. If he wanted to go against me, I would totally accept it and go against him.
It's not about beefing in the internet. You can just make it in a respect way, like Arman. Hey,
Yeah.
I have no opponents in UFC, BJJ. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, man, 100%. Yeah, if I don't have a opening for my net, because we have some matches kind of already planned, but if I don't have an opening, like, bro, 100%. Like, if anything, I would fight Arman before I'd go against anyone else. Like, if I'm going against, like, if Arman was just like, hey, I'm going to take Wagner's place, I'd probably say yes, like, today. Like, that would be a super sick match. After what we've seen him do to, like Giorgio on the raft and stuff, like, how good he actually is at wrestling and stuff, like, I think it'd be a dope match.
Good luck on your match.
Thank you, thank you.
Just one quick follow-up on me. Do you think with the UFC guys potentially coming over to UFC BJJ, that leg lock specifically would maybe give some hesitancy to Claudia because then they would be injured because that is the one thing I think that you might be worried about, right?
I would be willing to take away leg locks against these guys. You know, like I don't do leg locks. Like I leg lock if it's there, but I'm never thinking go for a leg lock. I think it's kind of like a boring thing to do. Like kind of like it's not too manly to leg lock someone. Like I prefer like get on top of you, pressure you, take your back, choke you, or like crank your face, like break your arm, like something more, a little bit more like cool. I mean, leg locks they're cool.
You think they're a cop-out?
What? No, I think they're cool in some people's eyes. Like leg locks are great. Like I do them, but I mean, I'm not out there looking for leg locks. You know, it's like if I break your foot, you still could fight after. Like we could still be fighting, but if I like break your face or if I like break your arm, like you're not fighting after that. So in my opinion, it's just like a little bit more deadly. But I would totally be down to take away leg locks and make it like an upper body submission battle against these guys. Like I think if I did do leg locks, like it would kind of be unfair for a lot of people because it takes years to learn leg locks. Like it takes years to like recognize when you're in danger, like what positions are dangerous. And I think that's just like unfair to like call out like Arman or like Michael Chandler or someone like that and then go out there and leg lock them. Like no one wants to see that. Like people want to see me like trying to beat them where they're good, like trying to guillotine them, trying to take their back and choke them, like stuff like that.
Yeah. How's it going, champ?
What's up?
Theo Von just had Nate Diaz on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, on his podcast.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That was a good one. And then I saw when he started talking about Daniel Cormier, and then they're like, oh, we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it. It was so funny. I watched that whole podcast.
So one of the parts was him asking about his mindset, like going into to a fight. I'm a combat vet. I have 300 combat patrols 20 years ago. So I couldn't even explain where I was when I was your age and the thought process. Can you tell everybody, like, what's going through the anxiety, the emotions when you go to war in front of the world?
It's good. I mean, I have a lot of pressure on my shoulders because I'm creating a reputation of like scrapping. I'm creating a reputation of like first round submissions. You know, it'd be different if I put on boring matches. Like I wouldn't have a lot of pressure on my shoulders to go out there and perform. But it's like I've like been scrapping my whole career and people know me for scrapping. So if I go out there and put on a boring match, like that's gonna look really bad on me. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of pressure, you know, going into these matches, you know, being the champion. not wanting to lose my belt, you know. But the pressure is what makes me perform better. You know, like every single night when I go to bed, and then I have to like tell myself like, all right, get into a peaceful state like before you go to bed because my mind's just going. Like, I love that. It makes me take my camp serious. It makes me train harder. It makes me show up more excited. I think the pressure is great. I think the people that run from pressure, they're not true competitors. You know, I think you should invite the pressure. You should invite the nerves, and you should like live in it. You know, you shouldn't try to block out those feelings, because when you start to lose in the match, you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, oh, whoa, how am I losing? But if you like think about it and like think about all the scenarios, like really let the pressure come, the nerves, and then like vibe with them. When you're out there and you're losing, like you're not surprised. You're able to keep fighting hard, you know, because you're not shaken or you're not phased. But I live in the pressure, man. Like, I've been doing this my whole life since I was 6. Like, I used to be thrown up in the trash cans before I compete. I'd be like, I'm like, you're on in 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, oh, I'm feeling sick. Like, I've done it my whole life. Like, I'm the most competitive, like, nervous person ever. Like, I'm so competitive. So, like, I've just learned to live in the pressure and just vibe in it.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, man.